Yep.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, baby?
Get in here. Get in here.
Get out of here. Get out of
You're,
here.
like,
Stop
out the
loving on
frame.
me. We're sharing an earbud, first of all. I don't need to hold you also.
You thought it was cute for some reason. I told you go get your own fucking headphones.
Why would you tell on me?
Because you tried to throw me under the bus. Oh, thanks,
do.
bro. Thanks.
So, Magic After Dark. Tilk, this is your first time joining us.
Yep.
Many more times to come, but we just wanted to talk to you about how you've been doing lately. You've been pretty impressive, so...
Kicking butt.
Tell us what's
Proud
going
of
on.
you.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on the show, boys.
Absolutely.
Second of all, so lately, I hit bronze, so that was kind of sweet.
Congrats.
So, official, recognized, professional-ish kind of thing.
That's what you've been
Wouldn't
working
have been able
for.
to do it, you know, if it weren't for my boy Josh at Mom's Basement Games and his brother Chris, of course, and all my boys at Pando raising me ever since, you know, I was a little Tilkling.
Little Tilkling, yeah, baby.
Yeah. So, Magic's been going pretty well. The grind's been constant, as you guys know.
Yep.
So,
What was your last performance that you had?
my last performance was last weekend, GP Orlando. Finished 10-5. Tad bit disappointed. I'm not disappointed in the fact that I got bronze. I'm disappointed in the fact that I started off 8-0 in the tournament.
You were.
And-
I don't have that image, but you were first place going into day 2.
Yeah, first place. My breakers were insane. I had a really tight match with Ben Stark. I beat him. Real nice guy. And that was pretty much day 1. And just day 2 was it was a disappointment. And I hope something like that doesn't happen to me again. But I'm assuming it will.
It has to. It has to.
Yeah,
Like
it's
those
filled
are
with
yeah.
variants.
Those are the breaks.
Yeah.
So this was a standard GP.
It was standard GP.
What did you play?
I played Black Red Aggro.
Don't set yourself up for that, you piece of shit.
It's the deck that we've been talking about for like 2 months straight on the show.
Of course we're awesome, but
We know what's up.
tell everybody what was going on behind your deck choice, because number one, you didn't believe in it, right? At first, you had a little.
You were gonna play
You
something
had
else.
some wonders. Yeah, you were gonna play something else. So what were you gonna play?
Okay. So I kind of sent out like a mini bat signal for some Nexus of Fates like the day
Look at this
before,
one.
and it's because I wanted to try it before that tournament, before GP Orlando, because I wanted to make sure that the deck wasn't what I wanted to play or that it was what I wanted to play, because I wasn't really sure. Like I just heard from all of my very good Magic playing friends that this deck is insane, absolutely bonkers, right? And I'm like, okay, so why am I going to play the deck I've been playing for months, which is Black Red? And I like Black Red because it's 50-50 on everything. It queued me for my first Pro Tour.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I want a PTQ of Black Red.
It queued you for your first Pro Tour, and it locked you for bronze.
Yeah.
This deck's been doing wonders for you.
Yeah, so you're happy with this boy.
Yeah, it's a great deck. It can beat anything. That's why I like it. And you guys know I'm very biased towards playing red cards as it is.
Oh yeah.
So if I get to attack with things with haste or get them real quick by curving out, I'm all about it. So
That's
Black
just good
Red-
magic.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
And so the reason that I didn't play Fog was A, because I couldn't find Nexus of Fates, and B, because I didn't actually have any experience with the deck, even if I were to get Nexus of Fates. So playing Fog was just a bad idea, and I'm glad I didn't play Fog. A, because I know this deck's really complicated to play at a high level, and B, because I might not have locked bronze otherwise.
Yep. So the moral of the story here is what we've been telling everybody.
Black, red, aggro,
especially,
standard.
well, no, not that. It's just
that's all we've been telling everybody.
yeah, is play something that you know.
Yeah.
Number one,
master a deck.
yeah, play something you know, play something you're confident with. Even playing at a high level, you can't just continue to switch decks every single week or every other, or let's say every month.
It does take its toll.
Yep.
The best deck might come around, but just because you're playing what was the best deck and is now the second best deck, doesn't mean that if you jump ship that you're automatically gonna kick ass with that deck, because it's new, it's fresh, it's got different nuance to it, different sequencing, like we were doing with the Bridgevine stuff today on the show.
Yep.
What did I want to ask Tilk about it? So, did you play against Fog a whole lot, or what did you see?
I played against Fog actually twice. So the first time was Ben Stark, and that was a really close match. He actually got 2 warnings in our match.
Oh.
And I got a warning myself.
Nice, get him.
So the first time was because when he searched for Azcanta, like he activated it, he looked at 5 cards and chose a card, and I called the judge. And then the next time was because after our like 20-minute judge call or whatever that we had, it was like a ridiculously long judge call trying to figure out like if he drew all the cards at once or if it was one by one. The second time was we didn't know if he activated Teferi, so he's like, did I activate Teferi? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, activate Teferi, and I'm like, oh wait, I chain whirlered it, so you did activate it.
Oh, so
we both got a warning for that one.
Yeah,
Game state.
It's communication.
Communication, not a maintain.
That one's a communication violation because Tilk gave him information that was incorrect, even though he didn't know at the time that it was incorrect.
Well, I said I don't know. I didn't say yes or no, but I just let him do it.
And then the other one, you got to hidden card error the search for Azcanta, right? Like you got to look at the set of 4 the first time and say, we're going to take that out. That's not going to be part of it.
Well, what they had me do was I looked at all 5 cards.
Oh, 5. I'm sorry, 5 cards.
And then I chose which one I wanted shuffled back in the deck.
Hidden card error.
Gorgeous.
So I put Nexus of Fate back in the deck and we lost.
Nice, dude.
Get'em.com.
Sometimes
baby.
those are the breaks.
I wasn't like, he wasn't trying to cheat me. It was fine.
No,
right.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Right. Good.
And it was a very close match of Magic. But so as far as that was the deck going into the tournament that I was fearing the most because recently I haven't had too much time to practice, so I didn't play against the deck. And as soon as I sat down across from Ben Stark and he was playing Fog, I was like, crap, I should be playing Insult to Injury in my sideboard, right?
Yep.
I actually didn't end up playing Insult to Injury in my deck, and I don't think that you need it against Fog. I think duressing their early game search for Azcanta and duressing their Teferi is the most important thing in the matchup.
Yeah, that's what helps them go long and get card draw and stuff like that, card selection. Did you add any Banefires now to your black-red?
No, I haven't. It's a consideration going forward to play one on the board. But the reason that you don't want to play Insult to Injury in your sideboard for black-red, and this is just my personal opinion, is that it's too narrow of a card. So I don't like playing narrow cards that don't hit several matchups at once.
What does he know?
I don't know. It's like he could be playing a drag street racer or crasher or whatever.
Hey, so after the Pro Tour, Nexus of Fate was the boogeyman.
Yeah.
It was the literal boogeyman, right?
Everyone was like,
everybody was
this
so
deck's just
scared
going
of
to take
it.
over standard.
Yeah, and how many top 8'd?
Just Uno?
Just one, right?
I don't.
Tilk doesn't know.
Did you even look at the top 8?
His day 2 wasn't so great. He didn't.
You were so.
I
it was
was
so
so
painful.
mad
It was
that
so
I
painful. You
left.
bounced out, and you're like, "What?"
I'm proud of you for playing all 5 rounds or all 15 rounds, though. What?
He was like, "What event was that?"
That was a GP?
Yeah, I guess that was a GP.
Wait, I made bronze? Okay.
Yeah, fuck it.
We bounced out, got Mexican boys.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the rest of the matchups in the tournament, a significant portion of my matchups were actually mirrors. And I think playing the black-red mirror well is really important because it's a very popular deck. Probably the most popular deck at the tournament. I think it was 33% of day 2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that actually all of my opponents sideboarded wrong for the mirror. And it gave me a significant edge. So my deck wasn't actually as prepared for the mirror as most of their other decks were. But I beat them because they sideboarded incorrectly.
So you guys worked on that a lot. You, Brian Carey, Tyler Acavera, you guys worked on that sideboard plan a lot, and I started using it at Nationals, and it was really good. It was very smooth. Props to you guys for working on that.
Actually, I have to give props here to my boy Zach.
Zach changed it up?
My friend Zach Kine is actually who gave me my sideboard guide, and that is how I won the PTQ with Black Red. Is he gave me sideboard guide? It's perfect. It's flawless. So a lot of these people are leaving in Matt Courier in the mirror, and I think they're absolutely insane because I'm about to play the Whirly Boy and just get him.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people leaving Harder Quran in the mirror, which I also disagree with because that's sort of asinine, right? In the black-red mirror, you don't really have time to block. So how are you going to have time to crew and then block? Okay, so if you waste your time playing a Heart of Kron and then playing a creature that's going to crew Heart of Kron, I'm just going to braid that boy. It's done.
Yeah, Braid's still very popular right now.
What does he know?
This boy?
Yeah.
This boy just went undefeated on day one of the most recent standard GP. I
He
think
good.
he might know
He
a thing
good.
or two.
He good.
Just maybe one or two
He
things.
good.
Yeah, we're real proud of you, Jake.
So,
You've
okay.
been doing well, sir.
So, other than just talking about how awesome you are, tell us how what the future holds. What's going
future?
on? Yeah, what's up next? I mean, you
You
queued,
do have a queue for the Pro Tour.
queued for the Pro Tour. You did really well at the past GP
Mm-hmm.
in standard. Where you go next?
All right, from here.
Yeah, where
That's
you
a good
go?
question. Okay, so
What do you
my
wanna do?
content creation's about to start back up. Right?
yeah?
You're gonna see Mom's Basement Games like flooded everywhere. You know, shout out to my boy.
Nice.
Get 'em.
He's right here on the shirt.
Get 'em.
I see
Look
a
at
familiar,
that shirt,
familiar,
baby.
Yeah,
familiar,
yeah,
right?
you good.
So, yeah, so we're about to see Mom's Basement Games plastered all over I have a new like podcast-ish series coming out. I'm working on it. We're working on how we want to do this. We tried to film an episode. It's kind of a fail, but like I might have it edited, upload it. And then also, as far as content creation goes, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch again, which I'm excited to do because I've had man traders for months, so I'm just like paying for nothing. So I might as well just like start getting in the stream. You know, I might be able to like teach some people a thing or two, and like, or maybe they can teach me a thing or two. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
And then I'm also going to be attending a lot of GPs. So in December, 3 of my points roll off. 6 of my points roll off. I get three pro points for attending the Pro Tour, which would put me in 7. So I need to get 3 more pro points to keep bronze in December. And my plan is just to hit some more GPs with my partner, Brian Carey. Shout out to him. Brian has done a lot for me in terms of Magic, and he's a great friend.
He recently got bronze as well, right? He's at like 13 points, 12 points now?
Oh, it was a race. He beat me to bronze, though.
Yeah.
So
He almost
we had a race.
made top 8 of the Nationals, too. He lost to Owen Turnwell and is winning in the last round.
Yeah.
Yep. So Brian and I kind of have like our little hidden competitions, but like it's great because like whenever I want to work on something, Brian's there to work on it with me, and like we have our little hidden competitions, like who's gonna hit bronze first, who's gonna go to PT first, you know, who's gonna top 8 a GP first, and like it drives me to get better, and I'm sure it drives him to get better too. We also played a lot with Tyler Echevarria, who you mentioned. Love that guy. Sad to see that he's gone,
Yeah.
but I hope to
moved out to California. He's in San Diego now.
Exactly.
It's quite a trip.
Hope to see him pretty soon because I actually loved practicing with him and traveling with him. All the guys at Pando are great. Everyone at Pando's wonderful, actually. It's a wonderful Magic community.
Thank
It's
you.
growing every day.
Yep.
So I don't know. Maybe final question. A lot of people have been talking about like a banning in standard. They're like, God, Chain Whirler,
When's the banning coming up?
Teferi. We have one coming up like the 20th, I think, of this month.
Okay.
And I don't think it'll be anything because we're like a month and a half. Yeah, it's the 20th. It's this upcoming Monday.
We're gonna
before
rotate
rotation.
right in,
Exactly.
Yeah, we're rotating into a new set, so
So-
it's wide open.
First of all, do you think that you'll get a banning for standard on this upcoming Monday, or if you were going to ban something, what would you ban?
Okay, I don't think that we're going to get a banning, right? I don't think that we're going to. I just think that Nexus of Fate should be banned because it doesn't create like when you're playing against that fog deck. If some of you out there probably haven't played against it, when you're playing against the fog deck, it doesn't feel like you're playing actual Magic. You're just like playing Moto and you press F6 and you're like, okay, am I dead to Teferi Nexus of Fate, right? And you know, I don't think that the Nexus of Fate's going to get banned because it's not overpowered, but like
It's a weird card,
kind of
though.
ruins. Yeah,
It's way more
ruins
limited.
Magic. Though. It's
Yeah,
not
it's-
actual interactive. Magic.
Because that was the buy a box promo, right?
Yeah,
So
but
I don't think it's
you
going to be
ha-
anything either. I think you're right, Tilk.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. I mean, you have to look at standings. Like, yeah, it did like dominate the Pro Tour, right?
Yeah, it was all over the Pro Tour,
Yeah,
but like,
it's.
is it doing anything else?
Yeah, it did, like even at the GP that you were at, again, I'm almost positive because I think I'm the only one that looked at standings, the top 8, out of the 3 of us.
You're the like research guy on
yeah,
Wednesdays.
Yeah, so like I think only one copy touched top 8. So I mean, when you have that happen, it's 1 or 2 copies. Maybe it's 2 copies now that I think of it. But anyways, it's not taking over the format, and that's what it has to do in order to get a banning.
Right.
Well,
right.
there were a lot of them at the GP. I just don't think that they didn't do as well as they needed to. A, because that deck is so difficult to play correctly.
Yes.
And I feel like as soon as people start mastering the deck, it'll put up better results. Because I got to tell you firsthand, that deck is a horror to play against. Like it's scary to play against because like you don't know like when you're gonna do anything. Like you're like attack for 17, they're like fog, and then they're like search for another fog. So it's a pain in the butt. It's not interactive Magic, and that makes me feel like it's not a thing that you should be having in the game in standard because it kind of ruins the fun, makes people not want to play standard.
Would you say if anywhere it's more of like a modern, like it would be more acceptable in modern?
It would definitely be like more of a modern-esque deck, but I don't think it's good enough to play in modern.
I don't think so either.
The thing that I want to note here is that I have a lot of friends who are very good at Magic who played the deck in the GP, and they said that the deck is very medium. But I'm unsure if it's whether or not they had time to master the deck or not.
Sure.
So, to be determined if the deck's actually bonkers or not. But to me, it's just not fun to play against and shouldn't be in standard.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, again, congrats on your recent 10-5, but all the way into day 2.
Did you show the picture where he's cheesing?
Oh, I totally forgot. So they took a photo.
Show the picture where he's cheesing.
No, we're going to the photo. This is the best part. I saved it for the last.
Fucking get him.
So they take this photo at the end of day 1. And what'd you say, Tilk? You didn't know they were going to have a coverage team?
Well, okay, so I was told by my friend who's a judge, his name's Max, that the coverage team missed their flight, right? And
this thing was not. There was no.
I didn't think I was gonna get my picture taken day 2. I woke up late because I had my buys and slept in the previous day. I was out partying with the boys in Orlando, and I didn't. I was scrubbing that day, boys.
Yeah.
So
you look handsome.
I love it.
You
look fine, Tilk. But everyone else here is just so chill, no big deal, and Tilk's just a little bit like, oh, I didn't do my hair. Like, what do I do with my hands?
Yeah, no. The look on his face says, "Hey, I'm in first right now."
It's adorable.
And everybody else is like, "I'm not in first.
I'm not in first. I don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing about that is I was in first, right? Going to round 9 of day 2 at first seed, and I get paired down to someone who had a draw because I looked at the decks in my bracket and I was like, okay, there's no fog, I'm safe, I'm gonna win every match I play. I got paired down to fog and then I lost
right away.
Crusher stand.
Yeah. Picked up my first loss, dude. Could not draw that duress in game 3. Don't know where they were hiding from me at.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for joining us for our first pre-recorded for the Magic After Dark show.
Many more to come.
We'll get you on this more often now, okay, buddy?
Oh yeah, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow Mom's Basement Games and Pando MTG Chris
Thanks,
on Twitter.
bro.
Yeah,
get in there for that
first
F&M.
At first F&M, baby.
Oh yeah, you can follow first F&M. Wait, where are we going?
You have to go that way.
Yeah, down there because this thing's all upside down.
But
don't forget to follow us all on Twitter, and thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you.
Adios, folks.